You ever get to the end of the day and just collapse? You know that feeling, where the stress doesn't really stop, it just kind of follows you from your desk to the couch and right into your evening? Well, in this explainer, we're going to talk about how to transform that daily crash into a strategic recharge. We're going to build a simple but really powerful routine to help you truly end your day strong.
But think about it for a second. When your head finally hits the pillow, does your day actually end? Or is it like your brain just hits play on that awkward meeting, that one email you forgot to send, and tomorrow's massive to-do list? That mental replay, that's exactly what keeps us from truly resting. And that's the problem we're going to solve, starting right now.
So why does this happen? Why does our brain get stuck in that replay loop? Well, it's mostly because we almost never give it a clear signal that the day is over. This is what we're calling the replay problem. And we're about to see why a structured wind down isn't some kind of luxury, but an absolute necessity to break that cycle. So the very first step is a conscious decision. It's all about changing your intention for the evening. Seriously, just saying this phrase to yourself, this moment is for release, not replay. It's like flipping a mental switch. It tells your brain that the goal is no longer about output and problem solving. The new mission is all about release and recovery. Okay, so where do we even begin? With a clear transition. The goal here is to create a very real psychological boundary. I mean, think about it. You probably have a routine to start your workday, right? Well, you absolutely need one to end it too. And look, this isn't about finding more time. It's about setting a clear intention with the time you have.
And this, right here, is the heart of that transition. All day long, we are doing. We're writing, talking, solving, creating. This moment is about giving yourself explicit permission to just stop, to stop all of that and to simply be. It's such a powerful mental act that signals the shift from being a human doing back to a human being. All right, next up, the art of release. And this part is so crucial. Letting go of the day's baggage isn't a passive thing. You can't just ignore stress and hope it magically disappears. You have to actively release it. So let's look at the two biggest culprits that keep us mentally chained to our workday.
Okay, so first up, the challenges of the day. You know how our brains just love to chew on the tough moments, right? Replaying the difficulty and all of our perceived shortcomings over and over again. We get stuck focusing on the struggle itself, but we're about to completely reframe that whole story. And here it is. This is the powerful shift in perspective. The story of your day isn't the challenge you faced. The real story is your resilience in facing it. You made it through. Just acknowledging that simple fact transforms a narrative from one of struggle to one of strength. You dealt with it. You survived. That's the win. And then there's the other big one, right? The other major source of end-of-day anxiety, that unfinished to-do list. It just looms over us, making us feel like we failed or we fell short, and it stops us from ever feeling truly done. And here is the simple, incredibly liberating truth. The work will still be there tomorrow. And look, accepting this isn't about giving up, not at all. It's actually a strategic decision. You're releasing yourself from the pressure of constant productivity so that you can recover and be so much more effective when you come back to it. This quote, this right here gives you a whole new mission for your evening. Your goal is no longer to squeeze out one last drop of productivity. Your goal is to recharge the hero. I mean, think about it. What does the hero of any story do after a long, hard journey? They don't keep fighting. No way. They rest by the campfire, they recover their strength, and they prepare for the adventure that's coming tomorrow. So once we've let go of the day, we can really focus on renewal. This means we stop seeing rest as just, an absence of work, and we start seeing it as a vital ingredient for tomorrow's success. This isn't empty time. It's fueling time.
This slide absolutely nails it. It's about changing how we measure a successful day. For so long, we've measured success by pure exhaustion. We've worn burnout like it's some kind of badge of honor. But the new metric, the one for sustainable success, isn't exhaustion. It's resilience. It's your ability to bounce back day after day, and that ability is built in these moments of rest.
And I absolutely love this metaphor. Your potential, your energy, your creativity, they're all like a plant. You can't expect it to grow if you never water it, right? Well, an intentional evening pause is that watering. You're actively nurturing the very foundation where all your future growth and success is going to come from. So this totally reframes what sleep even is, right? It's not the end of the day. It's the beginning of your next powerful step.
Think of your wind-down routine and a good night's sleep not as a system shutdown, but as the launch sequence for tomorrow. It is probably the most important thing you can do to set yourself up for a great day ahead.
Okay, so what do we call this whole thing? This intentional act of disengaging just so you can recharge? Well, all these ideas can be summed up by one core concept. This is it, the productive pause. It's the recognition that sometimes stopping is the most strategic move you can make. This pause isn't a waste of time. It's a direct investment in your future energy, your focus, and your creativity. In fact, it might just be the most productive thing you do all day. So here's the entire routine boiled down into 4 simple steps. Step 1, the transition, creating that clear boundary. Then, step 2, the release, where you actively let go of the day by reframing your story. Next, step 3, the renewal, seeing rest as essential fuel. And finally, step 4, the closing. This is the last simple act to seal your productive pause, which brings us to our final thought. You know, the single best way to close out your day and kick off your productive pause is with gratitude. It just shifts your brain from a state of stress to a state of appreciation. So as we end here, I'll leave you with this question to start your own routine tonight. What is the one thing that you are grateful for today?